Hey guys, Richard here again with the Beginner's DIY Off-Grid solar page. Just want to bring you one tip before we even get into the book, because it's still a week out, but I meet people regularly that are anxious and ready to go. They've got money burning a hole in their pocket, and bigger than that, they've got a giant list of necessity for reasons they need to have solar yesterday. That one tip is there are certain things when you're building your system that are fixed cost, that are, regardless of the size of the system or dollar value, you're going to pay the same. And the biggest single thing that I'll give you a piece of advice on is to don't jump into it and start buying things because the price seems good up front. Because if it doesn't work for your system long term, the price isn't good. The single biggest thing is the cost of solar panels. The price across the board is generally in the same ballpark. You're probably going to get on someplace like a social media platform and you're going to find panels that seem like a good deal because you've seen the high retail prices that some places charge. They're not a good deal. For a brand new quality panel, you should be paying 50 to 60 cents per watt. Used panels should be 25 to 35 cents a watt at the most. But the big thing you have to consider before you buy 3 or 4 panels is the shipping cost is the same for a pallet. There is a little additional weight cost, but the cost to put that pallet on a truck and get it to you is going to be the same. If you call tomorrow and order 5 panels, you're going to spend $300 on shipping to get that pallet brought to your house, at least. If you call tomorrow and order 35 panels, you're probably going to spend a little bit more than that to get the same exact pallet delivered to your house, but with more panels on it. So something you need to consider. You don't want to buy these piecemeal one at a time. You want to buy them all at once if you can. Now, if you're building a small system and you can live with 100-watt panels, a place like Amazon where you can buy smaller panels and the shipping cost is included because you have Prime is not a bad deal. If you look at the price of a HQST panel right now, they're about $70 for a 100-watt panel. That is more than you're going to pay for a larger panel, but the shipping is free. So you're actually bearing less cost. And if you can only afford to do a small system and you have to do it one piece at a time, that may be the option for you. You don't want to wind up with 40 100-watt panels, but you got to meet your needs where they are, right? Not everybody that's hearing this video is going to have a $30,000 budget for solar. Some of you guys are going to be bootstrapping it, and your budget's going to be, $500. You have to get a panel or two, a cheap inverter. It may even be, a modified sine wave, something. But you're gonna have to get something to get some power going because you need a fan, you need refrigeration, you need some minor conveniences, and then you'll worry about the rest later. So just think of that. Do not go and buy large quantity panels from individual sellers in quantities that cost you the same for shipping, because you have to factor that shipping cost. It's a fixed cost. You have to factor it in the watt price of every panel. So if that panel is a great deal and it's only 55 cents a watt or 45 cents a watt for a brand new panel, but you only get 5 of them, you have to divide that into the $300 cost of shipping to your property. So something to consider that I see people overlook a lot, and that is the shipping cost. Always shop around. There are great places to get good deals on panels. Do not assume that the price you've seen on Facebook Marketplace or on a solicitation on the internet is a good price. Generally, if you're paying for a panel from a company that you've bought from through a solicitation, you're paying for that marketing and solicitation. So think about that. Go where you see others buying in quantity. There are places right now where you can buy used panels in the 250 watt range for $40 to $50. Are they new? No. Do they have some blemishes? Yes. But will they get you by if you're in the process of building a system and today's system isn't intended for 3 years from now? Absolutely. So consider those things. We've got some tips that we'll be dropping along with our book in the coming weeks. Things like that are kind of nuanced, not necessarily something you're going to read on a website, but that somebody that's been down that road and done that process will be able to tell you. What you'll find out through some of these videos and through the book is that we started off with a very small system. I think I made this point in one of our longer videos previously, but Our original system was 12 volts. It was 100-watt panels. It was a $90 low frequency inverter, a cheap Amazon charge controller, and it served its purpose. We needed it for 12 volt DC lighting in our house at the time. As we moved on, we wanted conveniences, we expanded from there. But I do understand what it's like to start at the bottom. I understand what an expensive system looks like. And there's everything in between and things above that. There are people that go way in excess of what they actually need because they have the money and they want the comfort, and that's fine. There's a system for everyone. But if cost is a concern of yours, just know that you need to order your panels in a quantity sufficient enough that you can absorb the cost of the shipping, because it is not economical to pay $300 to have 5 or 6 panels shipped to your home. You're going to have better luck going on Marketplace and finding somebody that has an old mismatched set of something that doesn't match their new panels, and they've outgrown them, and they're going to sell them to you at a cheap price. You're better off there, because at least you're not expending a lot of wasted money just in shipping costs. So something to think about is your panel shipping cost. It's one of the biggest wastes, I think, that are in the cost of your equipment. Everything else is fairly cheap. Batteries are heavy. They cost a little bit of money to get shipped, but they're generally individual costs, and a lot of places will ship those to you for free because they're not a bulky item. But you're going to get a truck delivery with a pallet that's going to hold a panel that's going to be somewhere in the neighborhood of 40 by 60 or 70 inches. You are going to pay freight cost on that, and you don't want to do that. So either, if you need to get rolling right now and you don't have much money, go for the $100 panels. I'm sorry, the 100-watt panels on Amazon that are $70. Watch them if you're not in urgent need, but you know you need them in the next 2 weeks. The price fluctuates on there regularly, so watch the price. If they come down and you need to build a basic system, and you know you need 400 watts or 600 watts, when they come down, buy them. The shipping will be free. You know, the shipping may be questionable, but it will be free. And you know, and you do get that protection with Amazon that they will replace your product if it's damaged. So something to consider. Buy where you can get cost of shipping included, because it's a factor. You know, if all of your product is shipped to your home and it cost you $1,000 in shipping cost, was the deal that great? Should you bought everything at one place instead of multiple places to combine the shipping cost and reduce it? A lot of things to consider. You really want to be very, very, very analytical when you're building your system out, and all your calculations, your planning, even your purchases, where you're going to buy them at. And you know, it doesn't hurt. You can even call a product supplier and ask them for a better price. Some of them have things that aren't on a website. They have prices that, you know, you can nicely say, can I please speak to somebody in sales and get a better price on this product? And every dollar counts. You know, every dollar that you can save on one side of your system, you can add to another. You may want more reserve capacity in your batteries. You have to find that money elsewhere because you have a constriction of a budget. Finding that extra savings on free shipping or and consolidation of buying your product from one manufacturer may be the thing that gets you into that next battery. That extra, 5 kilowatt array of panels, whatever it is. So a few things to consider. How to save a buck when you're doing it is going to be an important thing, because nobody likes to waste money. And if you do like to waste money, you're probably not on YouTube watching some chubby guy in the woods in the Ozarks. So I'm talking to the people that want to build a system and build a dream. Hey guys, thanks for sticking through this video. We're almost 9 minutes into it. Subscribe here if you haven't already. Like this video. And jump over to Facebook if you're not there. Join the group. It is the same as this page or this channel. It is Beginners DIY Off-Grid Solar on Facebook. You'll see me. That's how you know you're in the right spot. You'll see me there. Fortunately for you, you'll see me. And hang out, interact, please. Let us know. Hopefully we can get this ebook to you very, very soon. We're shooting for the this coming week. So thank you all very, very much, and have a great day.